I'm back here in the bush. October. I'm 1 week post-op of my gallbladder removal, and I don't know what he's found, but he's found something. And it's like, I didn't realize how sick I really was until it's gone, left, been removed out of my body. It made me so sick without me realizing just how sick I was. And yeah, I think I'd been poisoned through my gallbladder, because 1 week today, 3 o'clock was when they started operating. They wheeled me into the operating theatre, and I can still smell the anaesthetic. Ugh, I hate that smell. The energy, the energy I've got, and the things I feel my body can do or wants to do now is incredible. Even though I've still got to be extremely careful I don't overdo things. I'm still not allowed to lift, which I won't. I'm not lifting. I think this casual stroll through the forest is okay, because I kind of feel like I get a pain if I sit too long where they remove the gallbladder. So I would prefer to be up and about, just moving lightly, and I would rather be outside, look at them, than inside. Aren't they pretty? Japanese rice flowers. Like that cut on that finger was from a secateur cutting these, sending them to Japan. So yeah, I just feel so much healthier now that gallbladder's been removed. And yeah, makes a huge difference. Hi everybody, let me know where you're from. Yeah, that's me today. Basic, like just a light walk. I don't want to overdo it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not lifting. I'm not straining. I'm just going for an afternoon stroll, as you would say, a stroll. And yeah, that thing must have been extremely, every day I was in pain, and I'd been in pain for 2 years. I took myself 2 years ago to the medical emergency with these horrific pain in my side, that bad. By the time I got into the emergency waiting room, I fainted. I don't faint from pain, but that pain, was excruciating. At least two nice, big, young, burly boys picked me up, put me in a wheelchair, and they rushed me straight in. And fancy this, I got fentanyl. Didn't even touch the sides of the pain. Didn't even do anything. So they had to really up it, pardon me, to really stem that excruciating pain, which they did. Then they discovered through an ultrasound I had gallstones, which prior 10 months prior, I had suspicion of something there and had an ultrasound, and they said I didn't have them. Can you figure? Nope. Not me. But anyway, it's all good. Happy days. Just recovery now. Like I said, no lifting. Nothing extenuating. And I am a single lady, so there's none of that either. So, yes, I'm free from exertive exercises. Look at that pretty butterfly. Oh, how pretty. Oh. It's high, there it goes. It's just fluffing around. It doesn't give a care in the world. Only that it's very pretty. There must be something interesting there for it. Keeps coming back. Maybe it's looking for a place to lay its eggs. Look at that. I'll see if I can turn these around. And I'll let Turbo go for a minute. And I'll zoom in on where it is there. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, so it's just up in there somewhere. Not very good at detecting where it is. Oh well. It is an absolutely beautiful afternoon. This little orchid butterfly. No, monarch. There's a couple of monarch butterflies over here. Look. Too late. Turbo, come here. Woo, gone. They're everywhere. So I've just spotted froggies. Hi, froggies. Catherine Ali and Quiz. Hello. Thanks for joining me out on my afternoon walk. And Turbo. He was getting so bored, just staring at the chickens in the backyard. Pardon me. I have 4 brown hens and 5 white hens. I think 4 skinny little white ones and 1 big lady with the black speckle for feathers. She's a big white lady with the black speckle feathers. And they are not my chooks. They're my neighbour's chooks. 2 doors down. Fuck. For some reason, they am crazy. That's that crazy thing that's got a PPO against her. See? She loves slowing down. Yes. That one came to my property, assaulted me, had the police called, the ambulance was called. I had a sneaky suspicion I would come across her this afternoon, and I knew that was her car. That's why I got high up on that bank, because I don't trust her. Anyway, I've got these chooks. They're not mine. I do love feeding them. And for the last couple of days, I have heard one of the skinny girls come out from under the house, or still under the house, going, bakak, 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 and letting everybody know that there's either a snake there, a spider that she doesn't like, or maybe she's laid an egg. Well, I'm now finally got a couple of hours to myself yesterday, feeling pretty energetic, and I went, I'm going to crawl up underneath the house, just on my hands and knees, gently. I found 12 eggs. I gathered them all up in my petticoat and took them inside, put them in some water, and none of them floated, which is great because none of them are rotten. So how cool's that? So I have 12 yummy eggs, and I feed the girls beautiful yummy food. I get my veggie scraps, my fruit scraps, my cake scraps, my fridge scraps. They even get Turbo's bone scraps every now and then. If they're lucky, they steal one. So yeah, pretty excited. Extremely excited actually. And they love coming to my yard because Turbo's not a chook chaser. He's a good boy. He's like their protector, and he looks after them. And yeah, so every time they get let out in the morning, they go in the back paddock, come to my back fence, and wander around my yard all day. Loving it. Which I love because they tend to look after the lawn and do eat the ticks. They do eat the leeches. Anything creepy crawly. They found a baby black snake in my front gate where my special needs daughter holds the gate open. There is a tiny, maybe a 2-year-old red-bellied black snake there. They found it, they got it, and they did what they had to do with it, treated it like a big worm. Yeah. So, yeah, I love my Clayton chooks. I don't know anyone else that's got that kind of an arrangement. That is a Turbo. He's found something. Look. He's like, I'm going to pee on that. You want to pee on it? Nope. Very good. Ah, I feel so much better. Hi, everybody. Let me know where you're from. What are your pronouns? Oh, cool. Australia. This is the mid-north coast hinterlands of New South Wales. And it's really dry. That's Chook land there, Chook World. You could call it Cockridge because there's that many roosters. Even though it says Tallow Ridge, it's definitely Cockridge. I think there's about 10 roosters there. And they keep all interbreeding with each other. I better not talk too loud, she's there, in there. I'm not going to go too far. Like I said, I am a week pre-op, pro-op. I've just had the gallbladder removed a week ago. I can see a rooster in there. What is it, Turbo? And I just needed to get off the couch, off the recliner. It's just like, I'm done. I'm done with the recliner. I need to just move. And like I said earlier, I can't believe how better I'm feeling. How nice my body's feeling, even though I'm really sore and bruised. That's to be expected. Yeah, that organ was really poisoning me. Can't wait to see the doc and have a chat with him, because they did tell me pre-op that they'd be putting a dye through me to see if there was any gallstones in the pancreas. I think it is. I was a little concerned on that day to even think too much about what they were saying. I was very anxious. I was extremely anxious that day to have that operation. I don't know why. Maybe because I was the last one on the list and it had already been postponed once before, a month prior. But yeah, I can't believe how good I'm feeling. I'm not going to go too much further because, yeah, even though I'm feeling better, even though I've got energy, I can't overdo it. I'm not allowed to overdo it. I have had a heart tablet because I got SVT. I think, my doctor way back said, this is the explanation he gave me for SVT. Oh, Fiona. Women of your age, this is very common. Very common. I'm like, what do you mean? I've never heard about it. Yes. Extremely common. SVT. Oh, and a skippy heartbeat. The old ticker likes to go, skip. And you got a cough to get it back in the rhythm. Got that too. That's why I have to have a heart tablet. Especially if I go out and about, do things. Alright, I think this is it. I'm going to call it. This way. We're going back now. He goes, no, no, we've still got so much more to do. Come on. You have to come, good boy. He's such a reluctant little man. Oh, pardon me. Look how bendy that tree is. Oop. I watched yesterday on YouTube two amazing young women overseas. He's done it, hasn't he? Drain a pond. Pretty big pond. Pretty big pond. They drained it. They 1, 2, 9. They dug 9 big square holes and the pond. They made up their own Rio. And they made up their own formwork for these pillars, 9 pillars. Then they made up their formwork for a slab, above ground slab on these 9 pillars. And these two young girls knew exactly what they were doing. And they were just helped go on it, go, 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 go. Everything was mostly done by hand. There was hardly any power tools brought out. And they built themselves this huge, thick concrete slab on pillars in the middle of the pond. And then they built themselves, did they do that first? They built themselves a brick archway. They used bamboo. Now, they didn't have their own channel. It was through another channel, which was unfortunate because I would have liked and subscribed to their channel. Anyway, built this arch crossing their slab to the bank with bamboo formwork, and they bricked it. They did brickwork and concrete, more bricks, more concrete, and then they built themselves a beautiful slanty roof, 1-bedroom hut on the concrete pad with enough room to park a car or a motorbike and do workshops. Because I think that's what they were doing. I think that's how they got their channel up and running. Young Indonesian girls doing mechanical works on motorbikes and things like that. Oh, that's pretty. And then they slated the roof, put double glazed windows, double glazed bifold doors. Oh, they did an amazing job. These girls were so impressive. Pardon me. It's like that Australian girl on TikTok doing her shipping container house. She's good. She didn't know how to weld. She taught herself how to weld. She bought herself a sawmill, portable sawmill, logged her own logs, Yeah, doing it all for themselves. Mind you, in my 20s, all I wanted was 5 acres. They didn't get me. I wanted to buy my own 5 acres, and I wanted to build myself my own mud brick house that, oh sorry darling, but because I was really, really dyslexic, I was always told I was dumb, and I was a dumb blonde, and you're stupid. Yeah, you started believing them after a while. Now I know different. I don't give a shit. I'm in that club. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if I haven't got a bra on. I don't give a shit. Yeah, and I never got to do it. And I always wanted to do it. So, that's why I started this YouTube channel. So I could build a tiny home for my special needs on caravan axles. I got all the way to demolishing the caravan down to the axles. I grinded the axles. I painted the axle with black gloss primer paint. And that's now just sitting out in the backyard because I've got to get bobcat work done over the next couple of days, which is happening, thank God. Because I've pulled down the shed that it's got to go into. That was fun. I love demolishing. I should have been I used to work in demolition, but I should have owned my own demo company. But then you've got to have a lot of land to store all the stuff. I used to sell a lot of secondhand materials at the Coffs Harbour tip as the manageress. It was so much fun. So much fun. I had the best op shop. Nothing was really over $10. And I mean nothing in clothing, shoes. It was all like, and if you bought a bag of stuff, you got really heavily discounted things. And that's how you make your money. You got, like, it's no good sitting on the shelf. You've got to learn to sell it. So, yeah, but now with this tiny home that I was in the middle of building, an amazing girlfriend, absolutely brilliant woman. She's incredible. She's so talented. She paints, she sculpts, she does leather work. She's just so incredible her artwork is amazing. She makes all sorts of little beautiful knickknacks, earrings. Just, I'm in awe of her. Anyway, she has this giant ass caravan with a bathroom in it. And she goes, you can have it. I went, oh no. No. I said, I can't do that. I can't accept that caravan. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll pay for it. I'll buy it off you. She said, all right, whatever. But it's yours, you can have it. So now that saves me so much time for my special needs to move straight into this amazing caravan soon when it arrives. So she has her very own home. So yeah, and it's on wheels, so the council can't say get rid of that. It's not council approved. Well, it's mobile. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's going to give her some of her own little bit of independence. And like I said, I've already pulled down half of the old shed. I just have the other half. Once I level out the pad for the caravan, pull down the old wall, like the metal frame wall that's there, which I got all the aluminium off. That was with a heat gun and a screwdriver. These huge ass aluminium panels I had to pry off with a heat gun and a screwdriver. Each one was taking like 4 hours to get off. That was hard, yeah. Got it, did it. 1, 2, 3, 4 panels. I got 4 of those panels off. Now I'm left with a metal frame. Now the bobcat's coming in to pull that down for me. Then he's going to level the pad for the caravan. And she can move in. Oh my God, I can't wait to organise. Like, maybe not straight away. Maybe I might rip the carpet up. But it's like a 1970s. It's just like you're walking into a 1970s house. It's still got all the furniture in it. It's like got mirror glass sliding doors on the panels. Yeah, it just looks like a 1970s love shack. Anyway, it's gorgeous. Can't wait to show you. But I will be building a frame over the top of that because it does have a little leak. Not a huge leak, just a little leak. Which it does need a roof over it because that was originally there. And I've pulled that down and that was council approved. So I've got to put it back. And then build an extension onto that so that it marries the caravan, a little room for her to have her guests to stay in. So yeah, exciting, really exciting. So yeah, you know, I'm feeling like I want to do heaps of stuff, but I can't do heaps. So just got to take it easy. I must admit, I tried to have a nana nap earlier. I laid there, I laid there, I laid there, I laid there. I went, oh, bugger this. Get up, go for a little walk. Go and stretch your legs. So that's what I'm doing. They're back here again. Look. Mr. Turbo. He's a good boy. You a good boy? I might let him off for a little run because he does enjoy his little runs and he doesn't go too far. Boy, it's warm. You're in Tasmania. Hey, Christy Drake. It's really, really hot here, Christy. I'm in the hinterlands of northern New South Wales. This is a very popular community road to walk on because there's not a lot of cars. It's a one-way road. Usually, if you're not fighting with any of the locals that come up here, you're safe. But yeah, this is where I am. And we are so overdue for rain. We are apparently getting some Sunday. Apparently there's some on Sunday coming. A little bit on a little bit Sunday. More Monday, Tuesday. Good rain Monday, Tuesday. Thank God I've plumbed the spare tank up. What's he looking at? What's he looking at? But it's about, I think it's about 38 degrees at the moment. Oh no, sorry, 28. It's about 28 degrees at the moment. True. Thank you. Oh yeah, beach. The beach is about 40 minutes away down the beautiful mountain road. Years ago, in the 80s, in the early 80s, the mountain road was this. This is exactly what the mountain road looked like. And the locals would only go shopping once a fortnight if we were lucky. So we all had freezers. So nobody, unless you had a doctor's appointment, you didn't go downtown. You did not go on that mountain road. Every year without fail, you'd have to get new shockies, new tyres constantly. Because, yeah, it was a mountain road like this. Now, I do plan on doing, because I don't know if you guys know or noticed my page name, Angels Readings Mountain Life. I do have a Facebook page with a pink angel, blonde-haired, beautiful angel. It's a Facebook book page called Angels Readings. And tomorrow I'll be doing live free psychic readings in the morning. I like to do it around about 10 o'clock, 10:30. I'll be talking a bit about the psychic abilities, and I want to talk about heaven and what I've personally been shown when loved ones and clients, loved ones have crossed over and come to me and spoken and shown and let me smell and see what heaven's like. Because there's an amazing, beautiful friend of mine. She's having one of her parents crossing. She's been diagnosed. Anyway, she's said, oh, this is her mum, I suppose I better get ready for dying. And yeah, I had a wonderful talk with the daughter today. And she said, Mum, I think you need to speak to Fiona. She knows a lot about heaven. So I'm going to get on tomorrow and do some readings. Future, past lives, whatever comes, animals. And I'm not a tarot card reader. I use energy. It's just through the energy. Like Teresa, like what Teresa does, but I do your future, your personality, your past, your traumas, your blockages, your chakra, your aura. I do aura readings. I love aura readings. So yeah, jump on my page, my Angel Readings Facebook page, and send a friend request so you can experience for yourself tomorrow how it all works. Like, put it this way, 3 years ago, all this got heavily logged. That property, and this property. And these trees told me that it was going to be logged for at least 2 months before it got logged. And I'm like, no, that's just not going to happen. They won't log out here. Well, yeah, those farmers, and that farmer all got together and they all logged at the same time. And I watched some giant trees fall from my backyard here, and I just cried and it took me a good 2 years to be able to come back out here and walk again because of the pain in my chest just was excruciating. And there was some sneaky logging going on, but it's happened. And they call it progress. But anyway, I think there's a car coming, Turbo. No, stop. It might be a snake. Come. Good listening. Good listening. I don't know what it is, but I have seen a snake here a good couple of months ago. It was, even though it was a tree snake, it was here on the road, and it had definitely been out in these trees. So yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, well, I had to, when I was doing the caravan demo, I was talking a fair bit about my abilities. It's been in my family, generation after generation after generation. My mum was in the newspapers in Victoria, being the palm reader and milliner. She used to make hats. She was amazing. So yeah, she got herself in the paper. Yeah, and when I was like 19, no, I was a bit young, at 17, in the toilet was this huge palm reading laminated poster up on the wall, and I did many a day studying that poster, which was how it started for me. Was I advertised as doing palm readings, and everything else just kept coming through, not the palm, but the visions and the people and the events that I kept seeing and hearing and smelling, and nenas that have beautiful fingernails and their pearls. Yeah. It was incredible. So, yeah, I've been doing this for a very, 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 very long time. In the public, since I was about 19, which was all of good 35 years now. Well, look, we're in the ute. He's all happy. He's a funny little boy. Thank you, everybody. It was lovely chatting with you. Bye. You happy?